Hi, this is Tim Doms at One Clean Island Studios, and today is March 21st, 2020. One Clean Island is a Key West-based initiative whose purpose is to act as a conduit of factual information and best practices in regards to protecting our residents and others in responding to the challenges of COVID-19 coronavirus. Here's some latest information. In an effort to maintain public safety due to the threat of coronavirus, all Monroe County offices to the public closed effective yesterday. The offices will be closed in effect. The closures will be in effect until April 6th and will be reviewed continually. All essential services like solid wastes, social services, animal control, and emergency management will continue to operate. The county is encouraging those in the community who can work from home to do so, especially if they're considered a part of a vulnerable population. At 5 p.m., as of 5 p.m. yesterday, there was one travel-related confirmed case, according to the Florida Department of Health. Testing continues throughout the county at the discretion of a doctor or healthcare professional. The Monroe County Library System branches will close to in-person visits effective Saturday, March 21st, today at 6 p.m. The libraries will stay open on Saturday to allow patrons and the opportunity to prepare for the prolonged closure by returning any outstanding items, check out new materials, use the computers to complete any unfinished work or communication needs, and we'll be taking extra precautions to keep their staff and patrons as safe as possible. The state of Florida's governor's office announced yesterday that effective immediately, all Florida restaurants are now allowed to provide takeout and delivery services only. Unless directed by the state or CDC, the county will continue to keep its county-owned parks and beaches open. County officials see it as a space where residents can practice social distancing that is productive for mental and physical health. There were no issues at parks and beaches reported yesterday. Users must follow the directive of the state that says all congregating must be done in small groups of less than 10 people. Law enforcement is doing regular patrolling of all areas. County-owned playgrounds are being sanitized twice daily until further notice. Citing concerns for increasing threats to the Florida Keys from COVID-19, Monroe County officials announced Thursday it is closed to all tourists and leisure visitors. Lodging establishments are no longer accepting reservations until further notice, including extensions of current reservations. And by 6 p.m. on Sunday, all hotels, short-term vacation rentals less than 28 days, and other transient rentals like marinas, RV parks, and timeshares will cease renting to tourists for 14 days. This ban does not include rentals from military, first responders, healthcare workers, and construction workers actively engaged in projects in Monroe County. Here's a heads up. The Florida Department of Health said the location of COVID-19 patients will no longer be shared going forward, not even middle, upper, or lower keys. According to FDOH, the only thing they can share moving forward will be the age and if it's travel related or not. So if there's any further cases, you're going to know the age and whether it's travel related, and that's it. This is being enforced by the Florida Department of Health in Tallahassee. You probably got that census notice in the mail. Respond to the U.S. Census online. If you don't respond to the U.S. Census, census workers will be required to go to homes that have not responded. You don't need an invitation code to respond online at my2020census.gov. Plan to include everyone you expect to live in your home on April 1st. Publix is designating Tuesday and Wednesday mornings, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. as senior shopping hours for customers aged 65 and over. This change in hours is going to begin this coming Tuesday, the 24th, and continue until further notice. Publix Pharmacy will also open at 7 a.m. on Tuesdays and Wednesdays to serve our senior population. Winn-Dixie currently dedicates the 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. hour Monday through Friday for elderly and at-risk shoppers. All pharmacy locations will open at 8 a.m. on weekdays for refills, flu and pneumonia vaccines, and customer counseling. And that's it for me for now, and I'm going to introduce Clayton Lopez.
Thanks, Tim. And let me say first that no, the 7 Mile Bridge has not been blown up, and no, neither is it closed, nor is US 1. Believe it or not, that's something that happens no matter whatever is going on here, whether we're having a hurricane scare or a real emergency. that always comes up. I just want to make sure that's out there. The beaches are indeed closed, and currently restaurants and bars are closed, and of course essential services are up and running in the city of Key West. Anybody with symptoms or concerns about possibly having the COVID-19 virus should call their provider, call the advanced urgent care, call the hospital before actually showing up on someone's doorstep. That prevents the spread as well. It's important to keep social distancing in mind, and making sure that we're no closer than 6 feet apart at all times. The city's now partnering with the grassroots group One Clean Island to help make sure that information is disseminated quickly and accurately. It's also very important because, especially again in times, in emergent times like this, please forgive me, that's my standard sinusitis that's causing that. That's not a symptom. But the short story is that to make at any time that you have any kind of virus like this, especially the COVID-19 virus, we need to make sure that we reach out and help one another. We're going to have to make some difficult decisions in this time. All of us are going to have to make some difficult decisions. But as is our DNA here in Key West, we're going to work tighter, and we're going to work together to come through this as we should and in fine order. Thanks.